So county jail was a relatively short portion of my journey. I think I spent 17, 18 months there fighting my case before was ultimately convicted of felony murder in 1997 and sentenced to life without parole, which was the only sentence for a felony murder conviction. Doesn't matter what your portion is. So the distinction I would offer is county jail is different from prison because county jail you typically will see a lot of guys coming in from maybe shorter sentences, lesser cases. A lot of guys coming in that might be addicted to drugs, coming down off of that, alcohol, same thing. So county jail can be more chaotic, more hectic than say prison, where if you're, especially when you're dealing with guys with longer cases, people in prison like to find a routine, find a sense of normalcy, find a pattern. So that year and a half that I was there was absolutely, hectic. Imagine dealing with kids or younger adults. You guys can get the picture of that. So 1997, I wound up sentenced and they moved me to their diagnostic facility. This is where they hold you typically for a couple of weeks while they make a determination based upon your case, severity of your crime, and other behavioral issues on what level facility you're going to be sent to. You can go to the lowest to the highest, highest being administrative segregation where you're in your room 23 hours a day. Circumstances worked out, we're getting there. One of my co-defendants was also there at the time. He was a person who had made the decision that he wanted to be a gangbanger. So he was looking to join one of the gangs there and wanted to make a name for himself, I guess you could say, looking to make his stripes. Because I wound up there, he made the decision he was going to get his stripes with me. So 2 days after being there, I wound up in a fight in the middle of the chow hall. Didn't go very well for him, at all. But that leads me to being put in a hole in the diagnostic facility. They let me back out, then put me back in the hole because my classification comes back as a behavioral issue. I've been here for 2 days, got in a fight. I'm in here for a felony murder. So they put me in the classification of administrative segregation. I was sent to ADSEG, where, again, you sit in your room for 23 hours a day. You get let out for an hour. That hour is in a small, closed room with a grated window for fresh air. That's your recreation. That's your escape from everything else. Once you get done with that, you go to the shower, you go right back to your room. And that was really my introduction and the start of my prison journey, and where things took off from there.